Hi guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to my page. Today we are going to talk about 5 types of man you should avoid by all costs. Nowadays a lot of people are emailing me, telling me their experiences with relationship, and it's not something good. It's not a good experience. So that's why I decided to make this video to advise you, my ladies, to encourage you, my ladies, about these 5 types of man you should avoid. Because if you see these signs from the beginning, from the talking stage, there's no need of going to date. Just let it go, because if you overlook it, it will become more magnify while you are now in a relationship with this person. Okay, so I'm going to mention 5 characteristics of men, types of man, kind of man. If he possesses this character, please avoid him. Okay, avoid him. It will be for your own insanity, for your own peace of mind, for your own goodwill, that you avoid these 5 types of man that I'm about to mention now by all costs. So let's dive in. 5 types of man you should avoid. Number 1, a man that is not willing to invest in you. When I mean invest, it must not be financially investment. So for me, it's more important that a man is emotional invested in me than finance, because anybody can give you money, but it's not everybody that can be emotionally invested in you. So if he's not eager to be with you, to spend time with you, then he's not emotionally invested in you. If he's not eager to see you, he's not emotionally invested in you. So any man that is emotionally invested in you will make that time, all those time that he's making to be with you, to spend time with you, to get to know you, all those things that he's doing is emotional investment. So if a man is not willing to invest in you, then you shouldn't stress yourself going to a date with this man, because he's not really interested. Yeah. So that is my point in this. I stressed so much to explain this because I see that women don't really check or vet these men before even going to date with them. You have to really vet these men during talking stage and know if they are worth your time going for a date with them before going. So it's really important. That's why I stress so much in clarifying it. Okay, let's move on. 5 types of men you should avoid. Number 2, a man who is unconcerned when you are going through stress or facing challenges. A man who is unconcerned when you are going through stress or facing challenges, you should avoid this man by all costs. When you are talking to a man and you are discussing what challenge you are going through, and he just did his ear like he did not hear what you are saying, or you just express a challenge that you are going through and he just brought up another topic and did like he did not hear what you are saying, that is a sign that that man does not care. A man that cares will help you solve your problem. It must not be financial problem, like you bring up a topic that someone is stressing you, he will try to suggest ideas. Number 3rd sign, 5 types of man you should avoid. Number 3rd is a man who is not suggesting you in his future plan. A man that sees a future with you will always suggest you in his future plan. He will mention places he wants to live. He's mentioning it to see if you yourself also like these places. He will suggest how beautiful your kids will look like if both of you have kids. So if a man is not suggesting you in his future plan, he has no plan marrying you. So that is a sign. So you don't have to wait for him to tell you that he does not want you. If you are dating someone for 6 months and he has never mentioned about marriage with you or suggest it or even make it as a joke, he has no intention marrying you. So if a man does not suggest you in his future plan, I'm sorry, he does not see you in his future. Okay? Yeah. And all these things is things you have to know when getting to know a man. You don't have to stay a year to know these things. 6 months is enough to know these things. You know, before you even go to a date, these are the conversations you should have with him and see his mindset about these things. You see? So let's move on. 5 signs a man, five types of man you should avoid. Number 4, he dismisses or rubbishes all your suggestion. In a relationship, it's 2 people that are in a relationship. If you are in a relationship with a man and anytime you try to suggest something, he rubbishes it, he does not listen to you, he dismisses your suggestion, that man will be a terrible husband if you end up marrying him. Or if you end up being in a relationship with him, he will be a terrible boyfriend. So if you see someone that never listens to you, nothing you say is good enough, he will always try to rubbish what you say, bring you down, dismiss it. You don't need to go on a date with him. Through that stalking stage, you have to let him go, because a man that does not listen to you does not need you in his life. That's just the honest truth. A man that cannot listen to your suggestion does not need you in his life, or does not want you in his life. So you have to look out for all these little things. If you bring up suggestion, how does he react to it? Does he rubbish your suggestion? Does he dismisses your suggestion? These are the things you have to look out for on a talking stage, when you have not even seen each other, when you are just talking to get to know each other. These are the things you have to look out for. Okay, let's move on. The 5th type of man you should avoid, number 5, is if he's always self-centered. A man that is always about his opinion and does not listen to anyone else's opinion is a narcissist and a toxic person, and this kind of man will terrorize you in a relationship. Any man that is all about himself, any man that is self-centered, any man that does not listen to anyone else's opinion rather than his own will not be a good husband, will not be a good boyfriend. So if you see all these signs that I have mentioned, let's recap 5 types of men you should avoid. Number 1, a man that is not willing to invest in you emotionally, physically, and otherwise. All kinds of investment. If he's not willing to invest in you, he's a man you should avoid. Number 2, a man who is uncentered when you are facing challenges. Like he's uninterested when you are facing a challenge. He does not care, he does not want to hear it, he does not want to help. That is the man you should avoid. Men are protectors. If a man shows you that he cannot protect you, that man cannot give you security, both financially and otherwise. That is the kind of man you should avoid. Number 3, a man who is not suggesting or any plans for the future. He does not see you in his future. That's why he does not suggest you in his future. Number 4, a man who dismisses or rubbishes all your suggestion, does not need you, does not want you. Stay away from him. Run as fast as your leg can carry you. And number 5th sign, types of man to avoid: a man who is always self-centered. He's all about himself, no one else. You should run as fast as your leg can carry you with this kind of man. So this is the topic I brought to you guys today. If you like this topic, give it a thumbs up. If you know anyone that you know this topic will benefit, share it to the person. Comment on the comment section what topic ideas you want me to talk about. I love you guys. Until we see again on my next topic. Bye bye.